May we take the opportunity to remind you that all mobile phones should be switched off. If the fire alarm sounds, please follow staff out of the doors you came from. This is an examined performance, so please be respectful of the performers. Enjoy the show.
Here I am!
Dionysus,
I am!
son of Zeus.
Born by a lightning bolt out of Semele.
You know this story.
The night Zeus split her open with fire. In order to come here, I changed my form.
Put on this suit of human presence.
I want to visit the springs of Diaki, the river Esmelos. Look there. I see the tomb of my mother, thunderstruck Semele, and her ruined house still smoking with the light flame of Zeus. I'm glad my grandfather Cadmos named this place sacred. I'm glad he keeps it clean. I myself planted all around with vines in the clear key of green.
The story so far.
Across Lydia, Phrygia, Media, Bactria, Arabia, and the whole coastline of Asia. To come here, to this Greek city, to make myself known.
My rituals.
My dances.
My religion.
My life for yourself.
I am something supernatural.
Not exactly God. Ghosts, spirits.
Angel, principle, element.
There is no term for it in English. In Greek they say
Daemon.
Can we just use that? So, I said all of it are dancing, and then I came here. I came to thrill you, Thebes. Don't doubt I will. Here's what you'll need. Fun skin, thyrsos, absolute submission. My mother's sisters failed to understand this. They've been going around saying Dionysus wasn't born of Zeus. Cadmos just made that up after Semele slept with a perfectly ordinary person.
It was wrong of them to say such things.
I have put them in Dionysian uniform, and they sit beneath pine trees, staring at their own green hands. So they will learn. So Thebes must learn to call me son of Zeus and call me Daemon.
Now Thebes has a new leader. Cadmus appointed her. She's Cadmus's grandchild. Name's Pentheus. Oh, this woman is against me. She does not acknowledge me in libation or prayer. But I am a god. I'll show her and all her Thebans. Then I'll be on my way to another land in visible triumph. But if Thebes comes forth in anger to drive my Bakkhai women from the mountains, I shall lead them as an army into battle. That's why I've changed to mortal form.
How do I look? Convincingly human?
Oh dear women! My cadre, my sisterhood, my fellow travelers, you who left your distant lives to wander all the way from Lydia with me, lift up your tambourines, bang loud your drums, surround Pentheus' house with noise, and let the city see you. I'll go to Mount Kithaeron and get them dancing there.
From Asia, I come!
From another side
To this world that I love, to this love that I live, calling out, Bakkhai!
Who is in the road? Who is in the way?
Stand back, stay quiet. I shall sing Dionysus. I shall make the simplest sentences explode with his name.
Oh! Blessed is he who, blessed be happy is he who knows the holy protocols, who make his life pure, who
Joins his soul in congregation on the mountains of Bakkhai,
honoring the mother and the mysteries with his thyrsos, his ivy, his submission to God.
Come, Bakkhai!
Come, Bakkhai! Bring your Hell shimmered into fire.
At the moment of his birth.
When Zeus's lightning bolt blew her apart.
Zeus sewed the infant into his own thigh with golden stitches, secret and safe,
Until the appointed time.
And then he was born
A god.
with horns on his head and snakes in his hair.
That's why
The Bakkhai likes to play with wild things even now.
Thebes, garland yourself.
In all the green there is.
Ivy green!
Olive green.
fennel green,
Growing green.
Turnip green!
wetsap green,
Grave green. Green of youth and green of branches.
green of mint and green of marsh grass,
Green of tea leaves, oak and pine.
Green of wash needles and early rain!
Green of weeds and green of ocean.
Green of bottles, corn and apples!
Green of dawn soaked dew and slender. Green of roots.
Green out of pools!
Green sleep thunder fools.
green of the green fields,
Green of the honeyed meadow.
Green of the rough carrots and ritual!
Green undaunted by reason of delirium.
Green of jealous joy!
Green of the secret holy violence of the fearsome.
Green of the sacred iridescence of the dawn!
And let the ornament of Thebes
dance.
This Dionysus leading
To the mountains! To the mountains! Where the mob of women wait. They forsaken the shuttle.
They left their looms!
And dropped their aprons.
and taken up their stations.
On Dionysus' mountains! They stung them out of their mind. Do you hear that pounding?
Do you hear the kettle drum? The Coriban invented it!
To mingle with the sweet shrill voice of the flute.
And they gave it to the mother.
Who gave it to the sitar?
Who gave it to us? We dance to the drum in the glory of God. We love the drums. He is sweet upon the mountain.
He runs from the rock,
He drops to the ground. Hunting go kill blood.
And raw flesh pleasure.
yearning for the mountains of home!
Kronos, the leader of dance.
His ground flows with milk.
Flows with wine.
Flowers with the nectar of bees! Like a smoke, incense streameth aloft!
His pine torch blazing.
He darts.
He runs.
He dances.
He touches them to fire if they lag!
And rouses them with shouts if they wonder. And all the while his long hair streaming in the wind.
And all the while his low voice pulsing into the
Run, Bakkhai! Run, Bakkhai! You amazing golden creatures! Sing Dionysus! Sing glory of God in the thunder of God! To the mountains! To the mountains! Look! There she goes, lost in joy like a cobra from its mother, free, free! The creature of Bacchus!
You at the gates. Hold Cadmus outborn. Tell him Dionysus is here. He'll know why. We have an agreement. One old man with another to try out this Dionysian business together. Fawn skin, Thyrsus, ivy in the hair, the complete regalia.
I knew it was you, my wise old friend. I heard your voice. Look, I've got my gear on too, the costume of the god. Now, the important thing is we promote Dionysus every way we can. He is my daughter's son after all. So, where are we headed? I'm ready to dance or trance or toss our white heads or whatever comes next. You lead the way, Tiresias, you're the wise one, I'm merely enthusiastic. Isn't it fun to forget our old age?
Well, what did they say? You're as young as you feel.
Oh, we should get to the mountain. Shall we call a cab?
That doesn't sound very Dionysian.
You're right. Let's walk, we can lean on each other.
God will guide us. It won't be hard.
Are we the only ones in the city going then?
The only ones who have any sense.
No more delay then, take my hand.
Here we go, arm in arm.
So, I don't believe in despising the gods, a mere human myself.
And I don't believe in philosophizing about it. We know he's a demon. We know there are certain traditions pertaining to that. Traditions as old as time. Why analyze further? What wisdom is in it? Will they say I look silly dancing around with ivy in my hair? Well, yes, so what? Dionysus didn't specify his worshippers to be young or old. He wants reverence from all.
You don't see this, Tiresias, but here comes Pentheus and she's got a wild look. Wonder what's gotten into her.
I was out of the country, but they kept hearing rumor of troubles in our city. Of women living half, of fake Bakkhai travel deep in the mountains. Of women gone crazy for someone they call Dionysus. Whoever that is, they say diamond, followed by a nerve hush. There is a lot of wine involved and creeping off into corners with men. Meanwhile, they call themselves a prayer group. Obviously, it's just sex. I've put most of them in jail. Few escape. Agave. My own mother, for example, still at large. I've got the police in it. Soon have them all lock it up. Put a stop to this Bakkhai nonsense. But people are talking about such a Lydian stranger hanging around too. Sort of magician. Hookster, swoony type. Long hair, bedroom eyes, cheeks like wine. He mingles with the young girls night and day, coming to show them some sort of mystic things. Claiming to this Dionysus is the son of God and was sewn up in the thigh of Zeus. Awful nonsense. The fact is, he was burned to bits a lot with his mother because she named Zeus as her paramour. How about I investigate this guy, whoever he is? How about I curtail his mystic things? Oh my stars! There is another wonder. Tiresias in fawn skin. And you? I'm sorry, grandfather, but you look like a lampshade. Take off that ivy. Was this your idea, Tiresias? To join the Bakkhai bandwagon and hope on a few extra commissions? All that demonic stuff is right up your alley, isn't it? Lucky you all are harmless, or I throw you in jail with the rest of them. You pair of duffers. Don't you smell something off? Women and wine, toxic combination. Demonic my food.
Might be a good idea to show some more respect for your grandfather, not to mention the gods.
You're bold and loud and glib, Panthers. You should have been a lawyer. Yet you totally lack common sense. This new invented diamond you're laughing at, take my word for it, he's not someone to laugh at. He is going to be big. Here is my view. Two things we mortals need to make life livable. Demeter, on the one hand, grows all the food we eat on earth. She is the dry element. Dionysus, the wet element, gives us drink. He showed how to press liquor from grapes. A wine is an escape from grief, a slip into sleep, a cool, forgetting the hot pains of the day. What better cure for being human? And when we offer libations to the gods, we pour the god of wine himself. This how we pray. Yet this is a divinity you want to laugh at. Why? Because of some legend that Zeus sewed him up in his thigh with golden stitches. I'll tell you what that means. People do this kind of thing, these stories all the time. They hear what they want to hear. Yet it doesn't make the facts any less true. The facts are, this demon is a prophet, and you should by no means slight him, yes. Bakkhai's state of mind are laced with prophecy, and when the god enters your body, you suddenly start speaking the future. He plays a vital part in warfare too. This shock of fear that runs through an army just before the battle. This shock is Dionysus. Or that flash across the peaks of Delphi tossing like a great wild spar, from crack to crack with pine torch in each hand. That's him. But you, Pentheus, put too much emphasis on forcing your way. Or do you really think the violence is the only way to influence people? Think again. Accept this god, pour his wine, dance his dances, say yes. Dionysus doesn't compel women to go mad for sex. Their own nature does it. Pure at heart is pure in life. But admit this, you love it when people throng your gates and call your name. He loves it too. He just wants respect, that's all. So go ahead, ridicule Cadmus and me dressed up in our ivy, tossing our old white heads. We intend to dance for Dionysus, yes, that's the right thing to do. You should be out of your mind to go to war with God like this.
Good speech, old man. You've kept your Apollonian poise and made the right noise. For Dionysus, an important god.
Tiresias gives good advice, my dear. Come in with us. Don't put yourself outside the law. You're overexcited and your thoughts are all over the place. But okay, let's suppose for the moment that this man is no god. Why not say he is anyways? It's a noble lie. Think about what it does for the eminence of our family to call Semele the mother of a god. Here, come in with us. Honor the god. Let me wreath your hair in this bit of ivory.
Don't touch me! Go play your bucket burlesque somewhere else. Don't wipe it off on me. And as for Professor Tiresias here, your intellectual guide in this folly, I'll see he gets his due. Go to Tiresias' little outpost and bulldoze it. Throw all his pathetic paraphernalia through the winds. That will get him. Then go street to street through the town and track down this skull-faced stranger. Bring him to me. He's seen in our bed and in our women. I'll have stoned him to death. Bitter Theban after days of this Dionysus doublings.
I worry about you, Pentheus. I really do. You were always hot-headed, now you're sounding unhinged. Cadmus, we better get going. We should offer a special prayer on behalf of the god. On behalf of this man, yet he won't thank us. And on behalf of the city of Thebes. The god might do something radical otherwise. Come on, gather your ivy. Shall we keep each other upright, shall we? Dionysus is God, and our task is to serve him.
Pentheus has a harsh sound, a negative sound. She's a negative person, against Dionysus, against rejoicing, against laughter, against flutes.
Not to mention the transcendent gladness of grapes and wine, so beneficial to body, mind, and psychic interior design.
I'm saying her reasoning is reckless, her anger is out of control, her end will be hot and hard.
A life of quiet discretion, still as a summer day, holds a house together. Cleverness is not wisdom.
Far off in the sky live the gods who never die, but they watch us. They watch how far we press our limits. There is a morning star, there's an evening star. Don't press too far.
I dream of a perfectly clear afternoon on the beach where Aphrodite sits by the sea, counting her erotic blessings.
I dream of rivers with 100 mouths and mountains where the leaves turn over like silver fire.
Take me there, Dionysus! Oh Daemon! Oh Bacchus! Take me somewhere ruled by the law of desire, where we can dance you and never tire!
Our God loves festivity. He loves serenity. Whether you are rich or poor or high, all the same. Dionysus will fill your soul with peace.
It's not about intellectual prowess. It's not about true and false. It's pure release.
It's your life, night or day, free of grief, Dionysus' gift.
Say no and he will hurt you. Choose this practice. Most people do. I do.
Here we are, Pentheus. Mission accomplished. And here's your quarry. We hunted him down. You called him a wild beast. But we found him tame. Didn't panic or run for it. Didn't turn pale. Just held out his hands. In fact, he laughed. Sorry, stranger. I said, not my idea. Pentheus's orders. But here's something else. Those Bakkhai women, the ones you arrested and locked up in jail, they've all gone free. Ran off to the mountains, skipping and dancing and calling the name of their god. The fetters simply fell off their feet. The doors swung open by no human agency. This fellow has come to Thebes full of miracles, hasn't he? Yes. Well, it's your problem now.
Release his hand. He's in my net. He won't escape. Well, stranger, are you not bad looking? Obvious why you appeal to women, and that's your main demographic in Thebes. Am I right? With that long flowing hair, I can see you not wrestler. Indoor man, am I right? Like to keep your skin white, out of the daylight, soft to the touch, whose touch is in your dream. It's those lost afternoons, those dim back bedrooms. But no, first, who are you? Where are you from?
That's easy. You've heard of the flowery hills of Thebes, I'm sure.
Yes, I have the hills around Sardis.
Well, that's where I'm from. Lydia's my homeland.
And what about mystery religion of yours? Where is that from?
From Dionysus, son of Zeus.
You have some Zeus who plucks new god out of the air.
It's that same Zeus who plucked one out of Semele, right here in Thebes.
Did he come to you as a dream in the night, or in your walking hours?
No, my eyes were wide open. He teaches the mysteries personally.
What form did the mystery take?
Whatever they like. I do not control that.
Oh, you always say this, wreaking my curiosity. Am I right?
The mysteries are serious. They hate a trivializer.
You say you saw God face to face. How did he look?
However he liked. I don't control that.
You catchy. You keep deflecting my questions.
Good answers are only wasted on a fool.
So we are the first place where you own your demon?
Oh, no, people are dancing for Dionysus pretty much everywhere else.
Foreigners all like sense compared to Greeks.
Well, there's more than one type of sense. It's true they enjoy different customs.
Mysteries performed at night or in the day?
Oh no, mostly at night. Darkness is serious.
Yes, it is. Serious corruption for women.
Oh, can't corruption be found in daylight too?
Stop being clever. That's penalty for that.
Stop being superficial. You slight the god.
I can't believe your arrogance. You could risk it a little by being so off.
For what? And there's a penalty for that? What? Scare me.
The first thing would be a crew cut.
But my hair is holy.
And
I prayed for the god.
hand over the stupid Tarsus.
Take it yourself. It belongs to Dionysus.
Oh, I'll put you in jail.
The god will let me out.
So, whenever you call him, I suppose.
He's already here now.
Where? I don't see any god.
You don't see because you're unserious.
See that man? He mocks me. He mocks thieves.
I warn you, don't do it.
I'm the one who gives order here.
You don't know what your life is, not who you are, not what you're doing.
I'm Pentheus, child of Agave, child of Echion.
That is the saddest name I've ever heard.
Go, lock him up in the stables. He can commune with the serious darkness in there. Teach the horses to dance. And those women of his, the simple binders and tub tumbers, we will sell into slavery or put to work at our looms.
I'm going. But you cannot make me suffer what I'm not destined to suffer. And for your insults, you will have to answer to Dionysus, who you say does not exist. And he promising us, you wrong him.
Once upon a time, you welcomed to your waters the infant Dionysus, when Zeus translated him from fire into his own thigh as
Bacchus, born of a masculine womb. So why do you dispute me? Why do you turn away from my dances? In the growing clustering of the vines, in the growing green of delirium of the vines, in the blue glowing bush of the vines.
I swear you'll come to care passionately for the god we call Bacchus, twice born, Dithyrambius, Eos, Dionysus.
Such anger she shows, that earth-born, snake-begotten Pentheus, daughter of Echion, a monster without a face. She comes from giants and blood. She pits herself against monsters, and soon she will have me in her prison, I who belong to Bromios.
Already my comrade is locked up in the dark. Do you see this, Dionysus? Do you see how passionately your prophets struggle? Lord, come down from Olympus, shake your fierce and crush the hybris of this wrong-minded woman.
Oh, Dionysus, where are you? Roving the mountains, lost in a dreamy afternoon on the Mount Olympus, where Orpheus once taught the trees to walk and the animals to dance to his tune. Oh, blessed period, Dionysus reveres you. Dionysus is coming. He's not far to seek, leading his Bakkhai, river by river.
He will cross the Lilius.
A speedy river.
He will cross the Axios.
A river whose waters some have heard.
Make the ground rich
and the horses slick.
No more crouching. No more sobbing. I guess you saw Bakkhai topple Pentheus' house.
Oh wow, like the voice, is that you? We missed you.
You lost heart when you saw me go into the big dark interior.
Of course I did. You're my only shelter. How did you escape?
Easily.
But she tied your hands with ropes.
Just between you and me, I had a bit of fun with her and her ropes. She thought she tied me up, you see, but she hadn't laid her hand on me. She got hold of a bull that was stabled there. Poor creature, trying to eat its dinner. That's where the ropes went. She wrapped that bull from stern to stern. Hard work. She was panting and sweating and biting her lip. I sat by and watched quietly. It was just then Bakkhai shook the house and set up a flame on Similis' tomb. Pentheus panicked, fancied her house was on fire, started running back and forth, shouting orders about buckets and water, putting every servant to work. Total waste of time. Then it suddenly struck her on my escape. She dropped her bucket, grabbed a sword and raced inside.
Where, as it seems to me, and this is just one man's humble opinion, Romeo fashioned a simulacrum of me. Pentheus leapt upon it, stabbing the air, slaughtering me. Then Bromius added injury to insult. He did bring down the house, smashed it, dashed it, disarticulated it to bits. So much for trying to put me in jail. The great warrior sank to the ground, exhausted. Man against God never works. Then I made my exit. No idea what Pentheus is up to now. Oh, here comes someone. I bet it's her. What will she say, I wonder? No matter how hot she blows, I'll just be my simple, smiling self. A wise man is a well-tempered man.
Ghastly day. That stranger escaped me. Though secured here with a stout ropes. Here is the man. What's going on? How did you get yourself out here?
Take a breath, Pentheus. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
What about the ropes, the knots? I tied you off myself.
I believe I mentioned someone would release me.
Someone like who? You always try some mysteries.
The one who bestows grapes and vines and wines on humankind.
Oh yeah, that welcome contribution to society.
What? You don't approve?
Lock the door, bar the gates, close the city down!
Why bother? Dolls don't stop gods.
Stop being so wise. Where does it get you?
Can't do it. Wisdom is my nature. As to where it gets me, well, we'll see. But here comes the man you should listen to. He's down from the mountains with special news. I'll wait.
Pentheus, Queen of Thebes. I've come from Mount Kithaeron, where the peaks are always white with snow.
Important news?
Those Bakkhai, those hysterical women, I've seen them. The ones who went flying from their houses barefoot. I need to tell you a strange thing they're doing, beyond strange. Can I speak freely? I'm nervous of your quick temper, madam, your queenly sensitivity.
Say what you like. You are safe. It wouldn't be decent to blame law-abiding man, would it? But the stranger you report about Bakkhai doing, the more I'll punish that fellow who indoctrinated them into this whole dubious Dionysus businesses.
Well, we were driving our cattle uphill to pasture. It was just at sunrise when I see 3 groups of those women. 3 circles. One with Otonoe, other surrounding Agave, your mother. Third with Ino, lying fast asleep. They were so still. Some had leaned their backs against the pine trees. Some had pillows made of piles of leaves, calm as bottoms on a shirt. You told us to look for drunkenness, wild music wantoning through the woods. There was none of that. But you know, cattle are noisy, shuffling, mooing. Your mother starts awake, yells that yell of yours to roast the Bakkhai. And they spring straight up, rubbing the sleep from their eyes, yet somehow instantly organized. I was impressed. Young women, old ones, girls unwed. They shook out their hair and fastened their fawn skins with snakes that slid up to lick their cheeks. Some, new mothers who'd left their babies at home, cradled wolf cubs or deer in their arms and suckled them. Others were wrecking their head with ivy and oak and bryony. One took a thyrsus and struck a rock. Clear water gushed out. Another pierced the ground and made wine flow a gift of God. And those who desired scratched the earth and got white milk, while from a many a thyrsus sweet honey was dripping. If you'd been there, if you'd seen what I saw, you'd been offering prayers to this God you denounce. So we gathered together, we cowherds and shepherds, to discuss this bizarre goings on. And up gets one of the drovers who knew how to talk. You mountain man, he addresses us. How about we go hunt down Agave, pluck Pentheus' mother from her bucky gravels, and do a favor for the king? It seemed a good idea. We set ourselves in ambush in the thickets, and at a certain moment the women start to swirl and stamp and cry out, Iacchos!
Iacchos!
Romeo!
Romeo!
Son of Zeus!
Son of Zeus!
Till the entire mountain streamed with sound. Every animal was racing. No part of the place was not in motion. And as it happened, Agave came swearing past me. I leaped at her, she screamed.
Oh, my running dog. Oh, my sweet hound. Men are hunting us down. Those thyrsos in your hand is a weapon. Use it.
We fled. They would have torn us limb from limb. They did attack our herds, you could have seen. A woman pulled a calf to pieces as it bellowed in her bare hands. Bellowed alive. Some of them were ripping apart full-grown heifers. There were ribs and hooves scattered up and down. Chunks of flesh dripped from the pine trees. Blood everywhere. Proud and bulls stumbled to the ground under the hands of girls who clawed a meat of them. Quicker than you could blink your royal eye. Suddenly, they took off like a flock of birds to the fields along the river beneath Kitaron. 2 villages there. The woman fell on them like ransacked army, tore place to shreds, stole the children from the houses and carried all the plunder they could pile on their shoulders without dropping a thing. And you know, their hair was on fire, yet it didn't burn. Now the villagers got angry, and here was the sight right terrible to see. From their sharpened weapons drew no blood at all. So the men fled, and those of women, you know, thyrsus can make quite a wound. Some God engineered the whole thing, is my guess. Anyway, so the woman went back uphill to the fountains where they started. They washed their hands and let the snakes lick the blood from their cheeks. Whoever this Dionysus is, welcome him to Thebes. People say he is important, extremely important. He gave a gift of wine to men. Why? Without wine, we have no freedom from pain. Without wine, we have no sex. Without sex, life is not worth living.
I fear speaking freely to the queen.
But still, it must be said.
Dionysus is inferior to no god.
These bucket insanities scatter like wildfire. What a disgrace. People watch us and laugh. No time to shrink back. Go to the gate of the city. Call every man who can carry a shield, ride on a horse, shoot an arrow to the bowstring. We are going to make war of the Bakkhai. It is beyond endurance to suffer all these with the hands of women.
You know, you're the type of person who listens, yet you do not hear. You've used me badly, yet I must warn you. Don't take up arms against the god. Stay quiet. Prometheus will not enjoy you driving the Bakkhai from his mountains.
Don't lecture me. You escaped prison. Be happy with that. Or shall I throw you back in jail?
I'd offer worship to this god rather than rage at him, mortal against God.
Worship, good idea. I worship a big body pile of Bakkhai women.
No, no. These women will make you turn and run, these Bakkhai with these homemade weapons. They will shame you.
They not shame me. Forget this.
Oh, come on. There's still ways to make things right.
How? So big that I am furious.
I'll bring the women here myself. Yes. No weapons.
There's some plan, some stratagem, some trick. I don't trust you.
Why not? My plan is simply to save you.
You dream up in collaboration with those women, say, you know, they keep rising forever.
Well, in collaboration with the gods, anyway.
Bring me my sword! I make you stop talking.
Then how about this? Would you like to see what the women are up to on that mountain?
Oh, I'd give anything for that.
You're certainly avid. Can you say why?
Of course, it would be pay me to see women crazy with drink.
But a pain mixed with pleasure. Perhaps.
Exactly. I can sit quiet by a pine tree.
No, but if you hide, they'll smell you out.
Good point. I'll stand in the open.
Then let's go. Are you ready?
Ready. Don't waste any more time.
First, I'll come into the house and dress you myself.
Why? Change me to Bakkhai?
If they see a woman there, you're dead.
Another good point. You're sharp.
Dionysus taught me everything I know.
So how do we go about this?
I'll come into the house. First, you must put on baggy clothes.
Change me as Bakkhai? I'm too embarrassed.
What? Lost your appetite? No more spying on maids?
What kind of Bakkhai dress do you have in mind?
I'll give you a dress appropriate and a binding for your hair.
And what, jewelry?
A thyrsos and a fawn skin.
Oh, no. I can do this. Change me as Bakkhai, no!
Okay, what if you simply march up to the mountain and make war on them? You'll cause a bloodbath.
True. I need to reconnoiter first.
Now you're thinking. No point hunting trouble whose trouble is there.
But how shall we get to town unseen?
I know a back way.
The important thing is, those women must not laugh at me. Let's go inside. I decided what to do.
Fine. Whatever you choose.
I did make war of them and listen to you.
Oh, ladies! The woman is in the net! She's on her way to the Bakkhai now! She'll pay the ultimate price. Dionysus, the rest is up to you. Oh, you're close to us now. You're so close to us. It's time to punish Pentheus. First, craze her brain. Send a scamper of madness into it. Otherwise, she'll never put on Bakkhai clothes. And given the way she threatened me, I'd like to see her made a mock of, paraded through the town in all of her ridiculous Bakkhai finery. So, I'll go rig her up, put on her favorite dress. She'll wear that dress to Hades, after her mother slaughters her with her own hands. Then she'll come to to know Dionysus, son of Zeus, true and consummate god, god of the intensities of terror, god of the gentlest human peace.
When shall I set my white foot into all my dances? When shall I lift my throat to the dewy air?
Like a fawn skylarking in the meadow, she
runs the hunt and the hunted sheep, leaps over the net and cries out to his dogs. With storms in her feet, she
Springs the plains, bursts the river, flies down to the shadows that deepen the trees, overjoyed.
What is wisdom? What feels better than to hold your hand over the head of your enemy?
You, Pentheus! I'm talking to you! Are you still so keen on seeing sights you should not see? Are you still hungry for mischief? Come out and show me your Bakkhai get-up, your Maenad suit, your costume for spying on Bakkhai.
You look like one of Cadmus's daughters.
You know, I seem to see 2 suns and double Thebes, each all with 7 gates. And you look like a bull leading me in procession. You have a horn growing out of your head. Were you perhaps an animal all the time? You certainly a bull at the moment.
The god is with us now. He's come round. He's on our side. You're seeing as you ought to see.
How do I look? This is where of innocence, or a guy with my mother.
I feel I'm seeing them in person. But here, this bit of hair is out of place.
Oh, I had it tucked under, did I not?
I was tossing my head back and forth like a Maenad inside the house.
Oh, I'll redo it. I'm here to serve you. Hold still.
Oh, you redo it. I'm in your hands.
Oh, look, and your belt is loose. Your pleats uneven.
Is
The
it?
hair is slipping down.
Oh, possibly. On the right anyway. Over here is hand straight so far as I can see.
You will think me your best friend, I'm sure, when you see how sober and sensible the Bakkhai are. Not what you expect.
Do I take the chairs in my right hand? Or like this to look really Bakkhai?
Right hand. Raise it in time with your right foot. Oh, I'm so glad you had a change of heart.
I'd be able to lift Mafkit around with my bar shoulders, Bakkhai women and all. Am I right?
No problem. Your whole attitude before wasn't sound, but not anymore.
Should we take a crowbars or just I put my under the mountain and show?
Oh, be careful. You mustn't do damage to the temples of the nymphs or the places where Pan plays his pipes.
Good point. Brute force it out. Doesn't work with women anyhow.
You'll hide in the hiding place a woman should have, who comes to spy on the Bakkhai.
You know, I can see them in my mind's eye. Little birds in the bracken, all tangled up in sex.
Well, that's your mission, right? Catch them at it. Unless you're caught first.
Take me through the middle of the city. I'm the only person bold enough to do this.
Yes, yes, you alone bear this burden on behalf of Thebes. A contest awaits you.
The contest of your destiny. Follow me. I am your guide and your savior. Someone else will be known.
My mother.
You'll be conspicuous to all.
That's my hope.
You'll be carried aloft
What a luxury.
in the arms of your mother.
Oh, now you're spoiling me.
Indeed I am.
But I deserve it. Oh.
Yes, you are an amazing, strange woman. And amazing, strange experiences await you. Your celebrity will reach high heaven.
Open your arms, Agave. Open your arms, daughters of Cadmus.
I'm leading this young woman to a great contest. To her ultimate performance.
But who will win?
I will win.
Bromios and I.
As for the rest,
soon enough obvious.
Run, you dogs of madness! Run to the mountains where the daughters of Cadmus are dancing!
Sing them and drive them to hunt down that woman dressed as the Bakkhai. She's fine and woman. Your eye has a crazy glow.
First her mother will spot her, hopping and hiding, ducking and dodging, sneaking and slipping from cliff to crack, and then she will call on her maenads.
Who is this woman who comes to our mountains to hunt us from peak to peak? Who gave her birth? Surely not no woman. Her mother must be some lion, some gorgon.
Her anger is out of control, her judgment is wrong, her arrogance chaotic.
She dispatches herself against you, against her mother, against her holy rights. She is a violent woman.
Show yourself, Bakkhai!
Be a bull.
Be a snake!
Be a lion!
Be manifest.
Hunt down the hunter.
Trip her and tangle her.
Let her fall under a pack of maenads!
This house was fortunate once, founded by Cadmus who sowed an earthborn crop from dragon seed. How I grieve for you! How I am but a slave, still I grieve for you!
What is it? News of Bakkhai?
Pantheus is dead! The daughter of Achion!
Romeos, you revealed to body, mind, and judgment a great God.
I beg your pardon! What are you saying? You women rejoice at my master's downfall!
We are foreign. We sing a foreign song of joy. No more caravan, no more prison.
You think Thebes has no man left to govern you?
Dionysus, not Thebes, is my government.
Understood, ladies. But to gloat over others' misfortune is not decent.
How did she die? I want to know the details. She was an unjust woman, a very unjust woman.
We had left behind the outskirts of Thebes and the river Asopus, heading for Mount Kithaeron. It was Pantheus in front, me following, and a stranger who offered to act as our guide. We came to a grassy glen, walking silently, looking to see and not be seen. There was a hollow between two hills, crossed by stream and shaded by pine trees, where the maenads were sitting happily, working at little tasks. Some were rewinding a thyrsos with tendrils of ivy, others frisking like caught set free, singing Bakkhai songs back and forth. But Pantheus, the hapless woman, couldn't quite see the women and said to our guide,
From where I stand, I can't make out those impostors, those maenads. But up of the bank, if I were to climb a tall pine, I can get a good view of their obscene goings-on.
And then I saw the stranger work a miracle. Seizing the top branch of a towering pine, he brought it down to the black ground, curved taut like a bow, or rim-forced around a wheel. So did that stranger force that pine tree down to earth? No mortal could have done it. Then he set Pantheus upon the branch and let the tree go straight up through his hands, gradually, gently, lest it unseat the rider. And up the tree rose to the sky, straight up, with my master crouched on top. And now the maenads saw her more than she saw them. Still, she was not completely visible on her perch. And then I saw the stranger vanish, and a voice came out of the air. It was probably Dionysus shouting,
Here she is, women! I bring you the one who mocks me and who mocks my holy rights! Punish her!
And as he said this, a column of fire shot between heaven and earth. Then silence fell. Silence through the woods and on the leaves, and every animal was silent. You could hear not a twitch. The Bakkhai got to their feet and were peering around. They hadn't clearly recognized the voice. Again it rang out, and now they knew his cry. Off they shot with the speed of doves. Agave, her sisters, all the Bakkhai racing over glen and stream and jagged rock, maddened by the breath of God. Pantheus, she was close to understanding her own doom. Agave, as priestess of the slaughter, launched herself first upon her. Pantheus touched her cheek and cried out,
Mother, it's me. I'm the child your mother
knife and arm. Another, a foot still in a shoe. Her ribs were laid bare of flesh, and every woman were drenched in blood, for they were playing ball with her body parts. So the corpse was lying all over the place. Some by the rocks, some in the woods, hard to find. But the head, the terrible head, her mother picks up as if it was some mountain lion's. And she's carrying it now, marching right down Catharon, leaving her sisters behind. Yes, she's on her way here, exulting in that dark and bloody prize and calling out,
Oh, Bakkhai, my partner in the hunt, my comrade in victory. Oh, what a victory.
but the trophy in her hands is her own tears. Anyways, I'll get out of here before she arrives, to live and think and act within measure, reverencing the gods. This is a man's finest possession.
We dance for Bakkhai! We dance for death! Pentheus is death! Born of a snake!
Why are you shouting?
I bring forth a new cartendril, a lovely bit of hunting.
We see you, dear comrade, and we praise.
I caught it myself, a cub of a wild mountain lion.
Mountain? What mountain?
Kitharon!
Who struck the blow?
I did. Agave. The blessed is what they call me. Do you praise me?
Oh, yes, we praise you.
And soon the men of Thebes, not to mention Pentheus, your child, will come to praise his mother, who caught this wild beast barehanded.
So extraordinary catch.
Extraordinary experience.
So you're happy?
I'm overjoyed. It was magnificent. The hunt, the day, the spectacle.
Show your catch to the people. Show your prize, poor woman.
Oh, citizens of beautiful town Thebes, come see my catch. We, daughters of Cadmus, hunted and caught this wild animal. Not with nets, not with javelins, just with the slender fingers of our bare hands. What are they worth now? Your boast, your useless weaponry? We caught this barehanded. We tore it limb by limb. Where is my father? Where is the old man? Let him approach. And Pentheus, my child, where is she? I want her to set up a ladder against the house and pin this head against the roof beam. My trophy, my lion. I want it myself.
Follow me. Bring the thing here. The thing that was Pentheus. Bring it in front of the house. I had to search for this body all over Kitharon, on the rocks, in the woods. The parts were scattered, lost. I found them. I made a pile, and it was hard to do that. Why did I go up there? Because I heard my daughter's monstrous acts. But I had already returned to town of Dionysus, and when I was there, someone had told me of Agave on her way down to Thebes, dancing delirious. And I'm looking at her now. It's no pretty sight.
Oh, Father, now you can both most. You have the best daughters in the world. I mean, all of us, but especially me. I left my loom and weaving to go after bigger game, to hunt wild beasts with my bare hands. Look, Father, I've got your trophy. Look, take it. Take it. Show off my banquet. Show off my prowess. Throw a banquet. Invite your friends, because you are a blessed man, Father. What a blessed man you are. What a family of achievers.
Oh, great without measure! I don't know how to look at you. Your poor butchering hands, what first-rate sacrifice you offer the gods, and oh, you're planning on inviting all of Thebes, and you're inviting me too. Oh, sorrow. Your sorrow. My sorrow. Certainly, yes. He treats us with justice, but the god goes too far! Bromios, our destroyer! Bromios, our family!
Oh, well, aren't you grumpy? Old age is like that, always scowling. I wish Pentheus was more like me, lucky in a hunt when she goes out with the men of Thebes. But instead, she rather calls war on the gods. Father, you need to give her a good talking to. Can someone bring her out here so she can witness my good fortune?
Oh, pity. If you see what you've done, the pain will fall. Stay in this ignorance forever, and you will be unhappy, but you won't know it.
What do you mean, unhappy? Is there something wrong?
First, look up. Look at the sky.
Okay. Why?
Does it look the same, or is it changing?
Sort of glowing. Brighter than before.
And that fluttering feeling inside, you still feel that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. My mind feels twisted, like something shifting, breaking up somehow.
Can you hear me? Can you answer me plainly?
I've forgotten what we were talking about.
Whose house did you go to when you married?
Echion. He gave me to Echion, the stone man, as they say.
What child did you bear to your husband there?
Pentheus.
And whose hand is whose head is that you have in your hands?
A lion's head, so the hunters told me.
Look at it again. Look carefully, look straight.
What is this I have in my hand?
Look. And understand.
I see unimaginable pain.
Does it look like the head of a lion now?
No, I'm holding the head of Pentheus! Ah!
Born by me before you knew who he was.
Who killed him? How did he get to my hands?
Truth is an unbearable thing, and its timing is bad.
Please tell me. My heart is leaping out of me.
You killed her. You and your sisters.
What was I doing up there?
You were raving mad. The whole city went mad for your battles.
Me? Dionysus destroyed us. I recognize it now.
She was outraged by your hybris. You denied she was a god.
Father, where is the dead body of my child?
I gathered the pieces myself. It wasn't easy. Here.
You put her body together so she can look decent.
See for yourself.
she deserves that, for I do not believe that she had any share in my folly.
She was like you. She denied the God. And so has joined us all together in a single ruination. You, herself, our house and me. And now I see the fruit of your womb, woman, dying the worst possible death right before my eyes. I know you are dead, but still, child, still. Never again will you touch my face or fold me to you, saying, does someone slight you? Old man, does someone disrespect or vex or make you sad? Tell me, I will punish him. No. I am broken-hearted now, and you are lost to us. Your mother has lost her sisters, bereft. If anyone despises the demonic, let him look upon this child's death and believe in the gods.
I feel sorrow for you, Cadmus. Your granddaughter's punishment is justified. Agony for you.
Father, I go into exile. My life is turned upside down.
I am the god triumphant! You squandered all your chance to worship me! That was unwise! You must leave this city and go among strangers! You are defiled! And you insulted me!
You claimed I was a mortal man. Now learn, murderous woman. Learn what kind of god I am. You will turn into a serpent. Your wife into a savage snake. You and she, as the oracle foretells, will lead a barbarian army in the sacking of the cities and the laying waste of shrines. Then journey miserably home.
Oh, but Ares will save you and translate you alive to the land of the blessed. Oh, I say these things not as the child of a mortal father, but as the son of Zeus.
Had you known how to live within measure, you'd be prospering now, and the son of Zeus, your ally.
Dionysus, hear our prayer. We did wrong.
You've learned too late, far too late.
Yes, but your retaliation is too much.
I am a god and you insulted me.
Oh, please, God should not take human form in their anger.
My father Zeus approved all this a long time ago.
It is decided on, man. I'll go into exile, into despair.
Exactly.
Why then delay?
My child. Evil. Evil is where we are, you. Your sisters and I. This is the worst. I'm to make my way as a stranger into strange lands. I'm to live as a snake. I'm to lead an army against the altars and tombs of the Greeks. I'll never find release from my misery, not even by sailing down the river of death to peaceful oblivion.
Father, I'll go into exile. I'll never see you again.
Why, wrap your arms around me, you poor child, like a swan with its white-headed father.
I've got nowhere to go.
I've got no home.
I'm sorry, my child. Your old father is not of much help.
Farewell, my house. Farewell, my city. For I'm leaving you for the absolute pain of exile.
Go.
I grieve for you, Father.
I grieve for you too.
It's a terrible, terrible torment Lord Dionysus has brought against our house.
Terrible what you did to him. You took away the honor of his name in Thebes.
Lead. Farewell.
Farewell, my dear daughter. But you are far beyond faring well.
Lead me away. Lead me away to my sisters, to our pitiful exile. Lead me away. May I never see Mount Kithron again. May I never lay eyes on it. May I never see a Thyrsos. May I never remember a moment of this again. Leave the Thyrsos to the Bakkhai.
Many are the forms of the demonic, and many of the secrets wrought by gods. What seemed likely didn't happen.
But for the unexpected, a God found a way. That's how this went today.
They're going to be about 10 or 15 minutes and then they'll be out. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.